Imagine stepping out onto your porch on a warm July morning, coffee in hand, and seeing your garden beds lush and thriving, without having spent the last hour wrestling a stubborn garden hose around every corner. No aching shoulders, no throbbing elbows, just peace, beauty, and plants that seem to take care of themselves. That's not a fantasy. That's what happens when you understand one simple biological truth about soil. That completely changes how you garden. Hello, garden friends. If you've been gardening for a few decades like I have, you were probably taught that every spring you need to get out the tiller and churn your kitchen scraps or compost deep into the dirt. It made sense at the time. Work hard, feed the soil, and the plants will reward you. But if you live in USDA zones 7 through 9, where those July temperatures easily spike above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, you've probably noticed that, despite all that hard work, the soil still dries out in a flash. It's like pouring water into a colander. No matter how much compost you tilled back in April, by midsummer, that garden bed is bone dry again. And what does that mean for us? It means we're out here every single afternoon, dragging a stubborn 50-foot water-filled hose. That feels like it weighs a ton. Yanking that hose around corners, pulling it past the raised beds, fighting with the kinks. It's a surefire way to aggravate a rotator cuff or trigger an elbow tendonitis flare-up. I don't know about you, but my right shoulder reminds me every single time I haul that thing across the yard. We want to enjoy our gardens, not wrestle with them. Today, I'm going to share a fascinating soil transition technique that flips everything on its head. It's a method that actually changes the microscopic structure of your garden beds so they hold onto moisture for days longer. It cuts your watering trips down drastically, gives your plants a fighting chance in the heat, and best of all, it is entirely shovel-free and wonderfully gentle on your back and shoulders. By the end of this video, I'm going to introduce you to the ultimate garden helpers that do all the heavy lifting for you while you sit back and watch. But first, we need to talk about why that old tilling habit is actually working against us. For years, we've exhausted ourselves tilling organic matter into the soil, thinking we're doing the right thing. Turn it under, mix it in, feed the earth. But here is the catch. When we actively till, we introduce a massive rush of oxygen into the earth. This forces that organic matter to break down too quickly, essentially burning off as a gas. You're left with soil that is fluffy for a moment, but ultimately porous and unable to hold on to a drink of water. It's like trying to fill a sieve. The nutrients flash through, the structure collapses, and by the time the summer heat arrives, you're back to square one with thirsty, struggling plants. So what's the alternative? We need to stop chasing quick compost and start building something far more valuable. We don't just want compost. We want to build something called humus. Now, I know that sounds like a fancy term, but stay with me because this is where it gets really interesting. In the microscopic world, humus particles are biologically engineered to be negatively charged. They act like a tiny, powerful magnetic net. Positively charged nutrients, like calcium and potassium, stick to this net so they don't wash away with the first rainstorm. Furthermore, humus creates a complex, sponge-like lattice that traps water molecules deep down where the roots actually need them. It's not just holding moisture on the surface, it's locking it in at the root zone, exactly where your tomatoes, peppers, and squash are drinking. Think of regular tilled compost, like a hearty bowl of oatmeal you eat for breakfast. It gives the garden quick energy, but it gets used up fast. Humus, on the other hand, is like installing a heavy-duty sponge and a well-stocked pantry directly into your garden beds. It stays there for years, making sure your plants always have a drink and a snack waiting for them. That's the difference between watering every single day and watering maybe twice a week, even in the peak of summer. So, how do we get this without breaking our backs? We adopt what I call the no-till top dress method. In the fall, leave the shovel in the shed. Simply lay down a 2-inch layer, about the length of your thumb, of well-aged leaf mold or fully cured compost right on top of the soil. You'll want to use roughly 1 gallon, which is the exact volume of a standard plastic milk jug for every 2 square feet of garden space. Just spread it gently across the surface like you're frosting a cake. No digging, no turning, no strain on your lower back or shoulders. You're working with gravity and biology, not against them. A quick note for our animal lovers. While cured compost is wonderful for the garden, if you are aging your own compost pile nearby, just wrap a simple ring of chicken wire around it. We want to make sure the family dog doesn't go digging in there and get an upset stomach from halfway fermented scraps. It's a small step, but it gives you peace of mind, especially if the grandkids are running around the yard. Speaking of saving our joints, I'm curious. Do you still use one of those heavy rubber hoses, or have you switched to those lightweight, expanding fabric ones? Let me know down in the comments. I always love seeing what tools are working best for you all. Now, I want to be completely honest with you. Building genuine humus is a slow, natural transition. It isn't an overnight fix. Adding this layer today acts as a fantastic defense booster for water retention this summer. But it takes a few seasons of undisturbed layering to manufacture permanent humus. And remember, it reduces your watering frequency, but it won't completely replace the need to water. During an extended, multi-week drought, you still need to keep an eye on your plants. This isn't a miracle. It's a smart, nature-aligned support system that strengthens your soil's natural defenses over time. But here's where it gets even better. You might be wondering, if I just leave this layer sitting on top, how on earth does it get down to the roots where it belongs? That brings us to our ultimate garden helpers. And this is the part that changed everything for me. This is where nature does the heavy lifting for us. By leaving the soil undisturbed, we invite local earthworms and beneficial soil fungi to move in. They are the final boss of our lazy gardening strategy. These tiny workers will slowly come up, eat that top layer, and pull it downward. They do the tilling. They naturally convert that compost into stable, moisture-locking humus without you ever lifting a shovel. Earthworms tunnel through the soil, creating channels that allow water and air to penetrate deeply. The fungi spread out in vast underground networks, connecting plant roots and helping them share nutrients and moisture. It's an entire underground workforce that operates 24 hours a day, and you don't have to pay them a dime or strain a single muscle. When you let nature build humus for you, you are giving your garden a powerful support system. In the heat of July, a soil with just a 5% humus content can retain usable plant moisture for nearly a week. That means your garden thrives, but more importantly, you regain your physical freedom. No more daily battles with a 50-foot hose. No more aching shoulders or stiff elbows. Just you, a cup of coffee on the porch, and a garden that practically waters itself. Your neighbors will wonder how your tomatoes are still standing tall and green, while theirs are wilting by noon. You'll smile, knowing you didn't work harder. You just worked smarter. If you found this gentle approach to gardening helpful, please consider subscribing to Senior Garden Guide. We're all about working smarter, protecting our bodies, and letting nature do what it does best. Don't forget to let me know about your garden hose preferences in the comments below. And tell me, have you ever tried a no-till method before? Or is this your first time hearing about it? I'd love to hear your experiences. Take care of yourselves, and happy lazy gardening.